Have you ever had an idea that it allowed you to believe in yourself for just a little bit? It gave you the opportunity to dream and see what it could be possible if you follow that idea. You begin to feel and see the benefits for you and your family. And you felt so excited and you felt the emotion going up and you planned for it. And that was it, because you didn't truly schedule it or you didn't really take action. And then your mind allowed to bring those negative thoughts and tell you why it could not be possible. And then you begin to think, oh yeah, and then you begin to see that, oh, that's too hard. That's hard work that right now I cannot really focus on. And fear, pain, self-doubt sneaks in. And before you know it, you're just back to your regular life. Have you been there? Because I have. I have had plenty of ideas before. And then I got so excited and that was it. I didn't schedule it. So they faded away. But through self-education, I'm learning that we can follow our dreams, that we can follow our ideas and make it come into reality. There are secrets out there. I mean, the secrets because they don't teach you this at school, right? So there are strategies, there are techniques out there that we all can follow in order for us to go after our dreams, our ideas. And sometimes we feel like we're not smart enough. Sometimes we feel like we're not good enough for it. But allow me to tell you that I read a book called Too Stupid to Fail. Yes, Too Stupid to Fail by Dr. Stephen Crawford. And in this book, he teaches us that we don't have to be smart. The people that are smart are not the ones that are out there living the life that they want. The people that are hungry, the people that are more resilient are the ones that are out there living the life that they design for themselves. So in his book, he's giving us the tools, he's giving us the strategies that we need in order for us to be too stupid to fail. I mean, he says that we must integrate our head, our hearts, and our hands in order for us to show results. So let's begin with the head. On our head, that means that we need to bring the positive image on our mind as often as possible, thinking of the outcome that we want. See it as a positive outcome. Then feel the positive outcome. Because our mind has way more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. So we have to learn to dominate those negative thoughts. We have to be disciplined enough to reject them. And another thing that he talked about is through our childhood, we develop so many memories. And sometimes there is trauma. Sometimes there is sad and ugly phrases that we're carrying now in our adulthood. So whenever they sneak in, we need to learn to deal with them. There are, strategies, there are techniques. There is therapy out there that we can take if it's needed for us to heal our inner child. So that is very important. That's on our head. He also says we have to cultivate the mental discipline for us to reject those negative thoughts that come into our head. So now know that we all get negative thoughts and positive thoughts, but there's way more negative thoughts than positive thoughts in everybody's mind. And the trick is to learn to cultivate the discipline to just reject them, to push them away, and feed our, that strong desire for us to go after our dreams, for us to go after the idea that just came to us. So that's our head. On our heart, we have to truly heal our heart as well, because as adults, we have been disconnected from our souls. We kind of have this self-protection barrier because we've been hurt before. So the amount of love that we're willing to give is, if you give me 50%, I'll give you 50%. If you give me 30%, then I'll give you 30%. It's because we've been hurt before. So we're not willing to just give our 100% anymore. And that's something that we all need to heal. It's not a trading transaction. It's like, we're here to love, we're here to forgive. And I know it sounds so easy, but I've learned now through, I'm 37 now, and I'm just now learning that the purpose of life is love. Like, it truly is. It's like, I have to learn to forgive. I have to learn to forgive when someone rejects me. I have to learn to forgive when someone doesn't smile at me and I'm expecting a big smile. And I have to learn to let go, because I'm hurting myself by blocking that love. I'm hurting myself by feeling the pain. So it's so important for us to heal our heart. We are here to love. And I know it sounds so simple, but it's so challenging, right? It is challenging, I know. But the more you practice, the more you'll open your heart with no conditions. No conditions. I'm going to give you my 50% even if you give me 10%. I'm going to give you my 80%. That's what I can give you right now, even if you can only give me 1%. Whenever we come to that realization, we're happier. Whenever we learn to heal our soul, we are happier. Not just for 5 seconds, or not just while I'm getting all the attention. No, you begin to be happy with yourself. You begin to be peaceful. You learn to rejoice through experiences in your life when you learn to heal your soul. Maybe those experiences that were painful were here in our life to teach us something. Maybe it was the only way for us to grow. What if living those unpleasant experiences was the only way for us to grow? What if? So, number 2 is heal your soul. Love unconditionally, something like that. But just let your love flow with no conditions. His third section is hands. On hands, that means just taking action, having a clear goal. What do you want? What do you truly want? Some of us don't even know what we truly want. Sometimes we say, yeah, we want to lose weight. Well, how many pounds? Well, I don't know, I just want to lose weight. Yeah, but how many pounds? Or sometimes we say, well, we want just more money this year. Okay, but how much? I don't know, I just want more money. Yeah, but how much? You see, some of us are not clear with truly exactly what we want. We just know we want more of it, but we don't know exactly how much. So it's so important to have a clear goal so our mind can see it, our heart can feel it. And then we can create an action plan of how we're going to take action, how are we going to show results. What are the steps, the small steps that are going to take us to show our wins, to show that we did it. So it's so important to have a clear goal. It's so important to have an action plan, and how are we going to measure it? Are you going to measure it once a week? Are you going to measure it once a month? There's people that I know that measure it daily. At the end of the day, they measure, okay, what did I get done today? On my health, on my religion section, on my social section, on my psychology, whatever your goals are. There's people that check them daily, their accomplishments. Okay, I didn't do this. Okay, then I have to move it to tomorrow or to Thursday. So that's why they do it, so that they have a clear picture of where they are at. So they do it every day at the end of the day. What about you? How are you going to measure it? Once a week, once a month, every day, so that you can see where you're at, and then you can see your results. You have to have good mood. That's another thing that he talks about. We have to be happy so that we can have the energy and the enthusiasm for us to be on action, so that we can have results. And then at the end, you have to see how can you improve it. How can you improve it? He says about refining it. How can you refine it? So the way I understand it is like, okay, if we create this, like if Monday was a good day, okay, how can I improve it? For Tuesday. If Tuesday didn't go as planned, okay, how can I improve it? Ask yourself, how can you be improving your daily practice? Another thing he talked about is habits. Habits, having the discipline of building those tiny habits. Habits are the ones that are going to build our future. Habits are the ones that are going to give us results, because the more consistent we are with our habits, the more we're going to grow, the more we're going to show that we're heading towards that goal. But habits are so important. So please buy that book. You're going to learn a lot. To me, it just came at the right time. It's like too stupid to fail. I went to Tulsa and I hand out flyers, for my business. And I felt rejected, a couple of times, but it's like, it's okay, it's okay. That's not going to determine my future. So please, it's like, don't give up. We can be, too stupid to fail. We have the hunger, we have the desire to follow our dreams, whatever you're doing. My best phrase, which he has many phrases that I love and I want to adopt, but the best one is, love is the highest calling and life has a purpose. Blessings to you all.